Welcome to 80
or 80,000.
I'm your host, Moses Newsom.
And I'm your host, Big Steph Stefano Lewis in the building.
Are you living for 80 years or do you want to take your legacy and your impact well beyond 80,000 years?
Let's find out.
Today's guest is one of the most exciting athletes coming out of Virginia. He's a leader. He's a playmaker. And his name you're going to hear about soon to come.
Yes, you are.
He's a dual threat quarterback at Demi High School right here in Newport News, Virginia.
Yep.
He's ranked 35 quarterback in the entire country.
Talk about
That
it.
puts him at the 1 top percent of high school quarterbacks nationwide.
Woo!
He's ranked number 1 in Division 4 for steals per game on the basketball court.
Read.
The late, great coach Tommy Reamon compared him to legends like Michael Vick
Rest in
and
peace.
Aaron Brooks.
Yep.
He trains 5 to 6 days per week, staying focused on staying strong,
Yes.
fast, and ready for the next level.
Yes.
He stays grounded in his family, and he's inspired by his older brother, Darian Parker.
Woo!
He recently signed a deal with Fifth Quarter Sports Management, making moves early in his career.
What you say?
He's predicted to be the top 5 draft pick in the NFL and NBA in the 2028 draft pick.
Okay.
Let's give a warm welcome for the quarterback with vision,
Yep.
grit, and greatness
Yep.
in his sights, Kevin KP Parker. Let's go.
Let's go!
Welcome to the podcast, brother. How you doing?
Yes, sir.
Now, glad to have you here, man. 80,000, brother.
KP in the building.
Woo!
What's going on, baby?
What's going on, bro?
Not much. Chilling. How about y'all?
Doing
Good,
good,
man.
man.
Good,
Doing good. So listen, we like to start off the podcast with a little icebreaker. So what I want to know is, of course, we just had Malcolm Jamal Warner. He passed away recently, but he was a child
in peace.
star.
Rest in peace.
LeBron James was a child star coming up out of high school. Kobe Bryant, you know, came straight to the NBA, straight out of high school. Kevin Garnett, straight out of high school. Michael Jackson. I mean, you know,
Rest in peace.
we can't talk enough about how Michael Jackson had so much impact even as a child. You, my friend. Right now, I heard the girls, you know, they be hollering at you, you know what I'm saying? Want to get pictures with you and all that. You know what I'm saying? Explain to 80 or 80,000 and the millions of viewers out there how it feels to be and how much pressure it is as a young teenage star on the uprise.
I feel like there's no pressure out here because I just try to stay focused and keep my head level.
Woo!
On the outside noise.
Wow.
I love it. So it's no pressure at all.
Nah, it's no pressure.
All right, pressure makes diamonds, but there's no pressure at all. You know what? You know what's funny? They asked LeBron James the same question, Moses.
Yeah.
LeBron James gave the same answer.
Woo! Hey, great minds think alike, brother.
Great minds thinking
Great
alike. It
minds
speaks
think alike,
volumes.
man.
It speaks volumes. So let's start off with our first question. We're gonna get us started here. When you first fell in love with sports, you know what I'm saying? Which came first, football or basketball?
It was football.
Okay.
It was
I started playing football in the backyard with my older brother. He inspired me to play football.
Really?
I was 6, yes sir.
Wow.
I used to go back there and just run around and play.
okay.
That was the first thing I picked up was football.
Okay.
And then after that, I just started playing basketball just for fun. Then I started taking it serious.
Really? Okay. That's dope. That's dope.
What was it about football that really inspired you? Was it the aggressiveness of it, or was you just always just saw your brother and you say, "Hey, I got to do this"? What was it?
I just feel like basketball was getting boring, and like football was my first love too. I always just wanted to play football. Like I used to go home when I was little and just watch Ray Lewis highlights every day.
Woo!
That was the type of kid I was.
Dope.
Wow.
Dope. So when you think about football, you think about the things that you're doing, all the pressure. You said there's no pressure.
Yes, sir.
How is your family supporting you in this journey? Because a lot of kids do have pressure and are not able to handle that pressure, especially at a young age. How are your parents supporting you in this journey, going through this?
They just make sure everything good, put me in the right places, right time, right spots, and just make sure I'm straight with everything.
No doubt. When you think about the things that you're trying to accomplish and when you think about the goals you're trying to accomplish, are you hard on yourself?
Sometimes, yes, sir.
Talk more about that.
Just say if I feel like I'm not doing good in the workout, I repeat everything over again.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No,
Really?
Get extra reps in after practice with my team. Do that every once in a while. Just get extra work in.
Yeah. So you don't let the pressures and what people think about you or what people expect of you to hold you back. You just go at it. Is this consistent daily? I mean,
Yes,
you
sir.
working out every day? Or is this consistent every single day?
Yes, sir. I work out every day.
Wow. Now, how do you do that? How do you balance that with school and everything?
Well, school slows my working out just a little bit,
Okay.
but it doesn't slow it down as much as like right now, because right now it's summertime, so I get to do anything I want right now because I have free time.
Okay.
So say I can work out when school starts, I can work out in the morning before school, go to practice, and after practice, I can do all that. But right now, I can just go all day with working out.
Wow. And y'all hear, discipline is the key to success. No matter what you do in life, and I want y'all to understand this, if you don't have discipline, hang it up. Stefano?
You spoke a lot in previous interviews about the impact of your father, how he has motivated you, and then you've also spoken a lot about how your mom keeps you grounded. We've been talking a lot about family this whole entire week, you know, dealing with like the Cosby Show and things like that. How important has it been in your life to have your family, your brother, and everybody be such an impact? And how important is it for young men like yourself for to have a structure in the family environment?
I feel like that play a big role in a lot of people, because you know, if you feel alone, I feel like you'll probably be down on yourself. Nobody's there to pick you up and stuff, and that's what my family do for me. They pick me up when I'm down.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great thing that I have in my life right now.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope. Are there experiences, and I'm sure there have been, but give us an example of a time where you felt down and they uplifted you.
Say if I had, you know, basketball tournaments, I played bad the whole week. You know, my parents would put me to the side and be like, just chill, get back to work, and just play ball.
Okay.
Stay focused.
Wow.
Stay focused. Yes,
So they're not hard on you.
oh, nah, my pops is hard on me.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Yeah, my mom's more on the soft side. She'll probably put me to the side and be like, "Sweetie, you okay? You this and that." With my dad, he would yell at me.
Oh, really? Okay.
my
Okay.
dad- yeah,
That
Okay.
reminds me so much of my situation. My son, he plays for Rush. He plays soccer for Rush, and my wife is kind of like, "Baby, it'll be all right. Don't worry. You'll do it next time." And I'm like, "Hold on, man. Well, you know about anticipation. You're supposed to be there before the ball get there, right?"
Yes, sir.
So I'm asking him, and guess what? We take the long rides home. How has the feedback from your father? How do you receive that? Is it well received? Do you give him pushback? Have you ever had any moment you're like, man, I don't want to do this no more?
Nah, I never thought that. But when I was younger, my dad always used to give me and my brother them long ride talk back home.
Oh, yeah, I remember
I
the
used,
long rides.
I used to just listen. I used to get the backhand to the chest when I used to say
What?
stuff.
What?
I just stopped saying stuff now when I'm in the front seat.
Yeah,
But usually he don't say none at tournaments no more. He wait till you get in the car and
yeah,
talk to me now.
yeah. But do you understand why? The why behind that?
Yes, sir. Cause my background, where I'm coming from,
Yeah.
and what people expect, like you said earlier, people
Yeah.
expect a higher expectation from me, and they want to see what I can
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
When I go out there and give a bad performance, my dad feel like that shouldn't be that.
Yeah, I always give gratitude to coach fathers because you don't get a lot of them, and your dad could be doing anything. He could be out there in the streets. He could be doing anything, but he's right there with you, supporting you, loving you, and it's tough love, right?
Yes,
Because at the end of the day, you got to decide what you want for yourself. Your dad can only do but so much. He can take you to the well, but he can't make you drink. For sure. But for you to step out on your own and do the things that you're doing and understand that feedback from your dad and take that into positive energy, I commend you for that. Tell me a little bit about Darian. I know that you look up to him. He's inspired you. What attributes or what specific things about your brother really inspire you?
Seeing him get up every day and do the same thing I'm doing right now, that's what really just got me into it. I see him working out when I was younger. I really couldn't do nothing because I was young, and he was playing football, but they wanted me to play flag football, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to hit somebody.
Yeah.
See my brother wake up in the morning, work out on his own and stuff.
Yeah.
I just got everything from him.
Has your dad ever compared you to your brother at any point?
Nah.
Okay.
That's good.
Nah, he
Okay.
didn't.
That's
There
good
you
stuff.
go.
That's
There you
good
go.
stuff.
But competition is, I'm sure y'all have competition sometimes.
Oh, nah, we play one-on-one a lot.
Okay.
Not no more, though. He retired of basketball. He's washed.
He's
He's washed.
He watched. I think that might be a different story for y'all playing with one of them. We'll see. We'll see about that. Go ahead.
You've been playing football and basketball since you were 6 years old.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Allen Iverson, he came on and he talked about, it's one of my good friends. He always talks about the fact that when he's playing football, one day he came home and his mom was like, "Yo, you going to basketball practice?" And he was like, "Man, I want to go to basketball practice because he felt like basketball practice he felt like basketball as a whole was soft." And it just came from playing football so much. It was just like you said, the hit and the grind and everything like that. How have you transitioned as far as playing basketball and football? Because you mentioned that football was your first love. Has there been a point in time where you were like, "Man, I ain't trying to play basketball," but your parents were like, go ahead and do it? And now that you've made the decision, because I see you and you're balling out, now that you've made the decision to play basketball, do you have any regrets for having those feelings in the past?
No, sir. Not at all.
Okay. All right. All right. So do you think basketball is soft, or you think it's just as tough as football?
To a certain level, it depends where you playing at and stuff. I feel like EYBL's it's not soft.
Okay.
I feel
Okay.
like, I feel
Okay.
like you can get the bumps in the EYBL, but in high school, High school is soft. Yeah, high school soft.
Why you say that? Talk more about that.
The rest of high school, but they be calling some weak fouls, like some soft stuff.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. That's dope. That's dope.
So
What you-
so are you saying that when you get in the spotlight that you're no holds barred? You taking people down, you gonna go right through people. Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily, but I'm gonna go to the rack. I'm gonna go
Okay.
to the rack though.
Okay.
When I'm on defense, a lot of people, try to use their speed.
Yeah.
I cut them off using my body. Refs call a block. That's not a block though, because I'm cutting them off using my body. I feel like that's a weak foul. Or when people trying to give me body and I stay still and they fly back.
Yeah.
That's weight room right there.
Yeah. Let me
That's
ask you a
weight room.
question. You know, I recently watched Bronny James, and he's getting a lot of props now. People are loving his highlights. They're talking about what he's doing in summer league, and just a year ago wasn't the onset of Bronny. People were talking bad about him. People were saying LeBron James, he's only in the NBA because of his father, and now people looking at him in a total different light. What are your thoughts about what people are saying now versus what they were saying then?
I feel like he just had to get comfortable. He was probably worried about too much politics going on in the air.
Yeah.
But he had to get comfortable in the league. He just had to
Yeah.
get comfortable.
Yeah. And I think everything that he went through with the cardiac arrest, I think the pressure that he gets from being arguably the son of one of the most greatest basketball players in the world, arguably, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
to be able to come through and go
a lot
to
of
the
weight.
G League and still come out on top. He's averaging, I think, like 20-something points now. I mean, do you think that people respect him even more now?
Uh,
Or is it tough to say at this point?
it's tough to say right now because I feel like once he get back in the league,
Mm-hmm.
and let's just say if he do bad, that's when he go back down to last year when everybody talking bad about him. So it's always gonna be both ways with
Right.
somebody NBA son or somebody famous that has a son that's playing sports. It's always gonna be like that with people like
Right.
that because they expect them to be just like their father.
Right.
Yeah, he ain't done nothing
Yeah.
yet. He playing summer league. He ain't doing nothing yet. So you've been playing football, both football and basketball, since you've been 6. We talked about that. And recently, you led Division 4 in steals and ranked top 35 nationally as a quarterback.
Woo!
How do you stay mentally locked in across 2-level high sports?
Talk about it.
Sometimes I don't even be knowing that stuff. That's my first time hearing that right there. So I just
Zoned out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're in the zone.
I just be trying.
That's humility. I love that. I love that.
I just don't listen to that stuff for real. I just somebody tell me I take it in, appreciate you, and just keep it moving.
I love it. I love it. I love it. When so you don't even do you look at your stats? Do you look at your numbers and everything like that?
Yes, sir. I look at my stats.
Okay. But you don't really look at. It doesn't matter for you where you're ranked as far as in the country or in the state. You just keep it going and keep playing.
Yes, sir. I feel like rankings don't matter.
Look,
It's a lot of great people that's ranked and a lot of mid people that's ranked, and it's a lot of people that's unranked that's better than the people that's ranked.
talk about
I
it.
love it. I love it.
Talk about it.
How important is it for you to be humble? Because a lot of people, when they get in the industry, they get in the spotlights, their whole attitude changes, and you've seen folks be arrogant. How do you stay grounded and how do you stay humble at such a young age?
I feel like humble the best way to do it because if you start talking and popping it, you got to back it up.
Yeah.
Say if I start talking it, popping on the internet, and people see me play them like, oh, he's not all that. He's about talking stuff. So I just keep it humble.
Keep it humble.
That's dope.
That's beautiful.
dope.
Talk about your workout regimen. You work out 5-6 days a week.
Yes, sir.
What does that look like? Because I know that discipline, there's a lot that goes into that. Tell us about that.
You just got to stay on your focus. Say if your weight coach tell you got to do something, take some supplements you got to take. You got to stay on top of that so you can get the outcome that you put in.
Yeah.
When I was young, I used to just work out like just for fun.
Okay.
But I never got nothing out of it because I wasn't doing the right stuff.
Right. So when you think about that workout regimen and you think about eating, how much do each go hand in hand for you?
I feel like eating is more important than working out. Because if you
Really,
working out,
KP?
yeah. I feel like if you working out, you're not gonna gain nothing. Cause you got to eat too, though.
Right.
You got to eat unless, like me, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't gain weight right now.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I can't gain weight right now.
I can't tell you a big boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't gain weight right
Are
now.
you trying to gain weight?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to gain
Trying to
weight.
gain weight.
Okay.
So who does the cooking for you?
Moms.
Okay. Mom do. Okay. Okay. So
Thanks.
when you think about what you're doing, everything you're doing with the workout, with the eating, anything that you want to see yourself improving when it comes to that regimen, are you comfortable where you are now?
No, I definitely want to get bigger because I feel like at the next level I got to get bigger, stronger,
Yeah.
stronger arms so I can get the ball down the field faster,
Yeah.
quicker, more accurate. So
Wow.
I feel like weightlifting is a big thing in football.
Wow.
Unless you play a different sport, I mean not a different position.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just caused by speed. I feel like receiver, you gotta have speed to be a receiver.
Right.
Yeah.
Speed and
Right.
shiftiness. Quarterback, you gotta have everything in the book.
Mm.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Yeah. I had a conversation with your mom. We talked about your work ethic and what you do. She explained to me that many times you work out, you go to school, you go to practice, you work out again, and then you start the routine right over the next day like it's nothing. You just keep going. Does it ever get redundant, or what motivates you to keep doing the same thing over and over again, to be repetitive, to to make sure that you're in line with what your goals and what you want to do?
Nothing really. I just want to make it to the league. I
Mm.
just want to retire the family. I
Wow.
just want
Say that again.
I just want to retire the family and make it to the league.
Wow, I
Wow.
love
That's
it.
dedication.
I love it. I love
So,
it.
I mean, this is exciting. This is exciting moment for you and your family. When people watch you play, and it's funny because my son was playing soccer the other day, and at the end of the game, everybody was coming up to me, your son is great, and he's doing all. It's like he's putting on a show. What do you want people to take away when they watch you play?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'd probably say leadership.
Oh, wow.
Leadership.
Why leadership?
Wow.
I talk a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I talk a lot on the field. Get my teammates in check when they're off check.
Yeah.
When they talk in their practice, you'll be quiet, bro. You gotta pay attention and get this stuff right.
Wow. Wow. That's
I
dope.
love it.
Leadership is really one of the key attributes that's going to make you successful. Because
Yes.
again, one of the things that, and I think all people should learn, you can't do it without the team. There's no I in team. So when you think about what you're doing and how you support people, is there anybody specifically on the team that helps motivate you or keeps you in check or keeps you in line?
My coach, Coach
Okay.
Malone, he that's a new head coach. He came in and fit the big role for Coach Reamon.
Yeah.
You
Rest in
know,
peace, Coach Reamon.
yes sir, rest in peace. But I feel like he makes sure I be on top of my stuff. But me and Coach Malone actually have a cool relationship because in 8th grade I played JV with Mitchville and he was the coach at Mitchville.
Oh, wow.
And then once I left Mitchville, he left too, went to Heritage. But me and him have a cool kind of connection, and he just makes sure I stay on top of my stuff.
What specifically about your coach do you resonate most with?
Like, what do you mean by that?
In terms of his style, the way he approaches you, is he relatable? Has he been through things what specifically about him makes you say, man, this is my coach?
I feel like he probably he coached a lot of football, so he know what's wrong, what not to do, and how to approach certain kids.
Yeah.
You always can't approach a kid the same way you approach me, because
Right.
you could cuss, yell at me. You can't do that with certain kids because
Yeah.
they probably go home tell their mom, he get fired and stuff. So I feel like he know how to come at me and put me in check.
Yeah. A lot of what I would say about coaches, a lot of great coaches, one of the key aspects about them, they know how to build relationships off the field. In what ways has coach built a relationship with you away from sports?
I feel like me and him, I knew Coach Malone for a couple years, so I had spent a lot of off time with him, working out, throwing the football with him.
Yeah.
Because, he coached a little quarterbacks too, so, and me and him stay on the chalkboard a lot too. And my OC, Coach Smitty, and me and him be on the chalkboard a lot.
Very dope. Very dope.
You're going into your junior year high
Yes,
school,
sir.
right? You go to Denby.
Yes, sir.
All right. When I was playing basketball, I played basketball, football, and baseball in high school. And one of the things that I struggled with was everybody was always trying to test me. Whether it was a gang member at the school, a dude at the school that was bigger than me. It was always like a test. Because I was always in the newspaper and I was playing. The girls, it was always a test with the girls. It was like the baddest girl want to be with me, but she want to be with me because I'm in the paper. You know what I'm saying? She don't really like me for me. She just trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's trying to get her shine on, you know what I'm saying? Because I play sports. The teachers would always test me. I would always have those teachers where some of them would just pass me along and I wasn't really learning anything, but I was getting A's. But then a lot of times it was a teacher that'd be hard on me and harder on me than the other students because I was an athlete. Describe to us and tell the world you being at Denby High School right now and just going into your junior year and you're already a star. Describe to us some of the experiences that you've experienced at Denby High, whether good or negative, that have impacted you in your life right now.
I feel like negative. We're gonna start with the negative first.
Gotcha.
Negative. I feel like a lot of people try to get me in trouble, post stuff on social media,
Wow.
try to bash me and stuff. And I say the good stuff. I got a good fan base at Denby.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
And
love it.
I feel like all the teachers know what I'm trying to do, so they're all on the same page, trying to get me better on the school books and stuff, keep me on track, make sure I'm not slacking.
So you mentioned that sometimes with the negative, people try to bash you and try to talk. Of course, maybe be telling false statements about you, put you on social media. I think it's a lot harder for you than it was for me because social media wasn't around when I was coming
Right,
up.
right.
So do you? And I love your spirit and your humility, but there ever a time where you feel like you want to just do something to them or give,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Talk about that. Talk about your resiliency as far as, staying out of trouble and not want to do something to them.
I just gotta remember what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just try to
Love
get
it.
to
Yeah.
that right there. So I just
Yeah.
just leave it alone. Just stay focused.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, the thing about it is, I always tell people treat you according to how they feel about themselves.
Right.
So a lot of times when people are bashing you, half of these people don't even know you personally,
Yes, sir.
but they have opinions about you and they're saying things because they're trying to hurt you because they're hurting themselves. And you always hear the term hurt people hurt people. So for you to have the resilience and the smarts to deflect that and say, you know what, I'm gonna stay focused on my goal, stay focused on my game. I know you're trying to get me off of my game because you want to bring me down to your level. I'm not gonna do that. I applaud you for that. So when you think about, we're in Newport News, Virginia. When you think about downtown Newport News, you think about the violence and everything that you could be subjected to, and you staying focused, laser. What message would you have for the young kids who want to be where you are, sitting in that seat, in that position, who don't have the friends and don't have the mentorship around them to support them and keep them away from the violence? And what would your message to them be to get where you are?
Gotta really want to do it. That's it. If you wanna do something, you have to want to do it. You can't. So a lot of people say they want to play football. It's a difference between you want to play football and you're going to play football.
Yeah.
A lot of people just play football for fun and say I'm gonna make it to the league. Nah, you can have raw talent, but it's a lot of stuff to come with that. It's a lot of studying the books and stuff. You just gotta go get it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
And
it.
here's the crazy part about it. A lot of people don't know that. I'm gonna give you an example. Michael Vick grew up right here in Newport News, in an apartment complex. And a lot of people don't know this. I did the research. The apartment complex that he lived in was owned by somebody that was a slave, was a family member to a slave. So when you think about the heritage and the history, people could use excuses about their upbringing or their environment, or I didn't grow up in the best circumstances. But you're not doing that. You're taking all your experiences and you say, you know what, I'm gonna be a leader. And the first thing you said in the beginning of the show, I'm gonna take my family to the next level. Commend you for that, brother. Let's switch gears a little bit. Coach Reamon, you had a little time with Coach Reamon. We know he passed away. Rest in peace, Coach Reamon. How did his coaching, how did his impact help you and support you in your growth?
Coach Reamon did something that a lot of coaches would not do. Coach Reamon really
Wow.
put me out there in the public to put me where I'm at right now.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
The news is coming to our practice every other week,
Yeah.
talking to me about how great I am and stuff. And I feel like Coach Reamon did a good job at doing that. And
Yeah.
I really appreciate him for that.
Yeah. For him to compare you to Michael Vick, that's not a small thing.
Yes, sir.
Michael Vick, his name rings bells everywhere. How does that make you feel to hear him say that out of his mouth?
It feels great. It feels great.
Do you feel any pressure at that point or anything that you have to live up to?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You just know what you got to do.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Love it. Love it.
You recently signed with
Fifth Quarter Sports Management.
which is a big deal.
sir.
What went into that decision, and what were you hoping to accomplish with the NIL opportunities? Are you familiar with it? You know what's going on.
Yeah, I know what's going on, but
Okay.
I don't know a lot too much about this right now. But I feel like I needed an agent. So
Okay.
when I get to college, I feel like a lot of coaches probably lowball me, and I feel like my agent gonna make sure I get what I supposed to be getting.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. I talked to your agent on the phone for an extensive amount of time, and he's pumped. and he's ready to get you going. And I'm so proud that you have him because he, in just a little conversation with him, he has your best interest right now. A lot of times when you're put in a situation when you can go into an extreme amount of finances and things of that sort, we all know about how people can come into millions of dollars and then just blow it, and and not have the financial security that they planned on having. How important is it for you to have not only like an account manager, an agent, your parents, a lawyer? How important it is to you as far as keeping that financial stability, not just now, but throughout the course of your life?
I feel like it's very, very important because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a fashion guy, so I feel like
I see that.
I'll speak as right now. I'm a kid, so I'm gonna want a lot of stuff, and
Right. Talk about it.
I'm gonna need somebody to tell me, nah, you doing too much right now. Just chill.
Yeah.
You gotta
Okay.
save some money.
I love
So
it.
I feel like I just need that. I need my parents, my agent to tell me just chill.
Okay.
I need somebody to tell me to chill because I feel like I'm gonna splurge first check probably. I don't know. I don't know yet.
What sparks your interest right now? You a Nike man? You Adidas?
Now I'm a Nike type of guy.
You a
Nike,
Nike type
okay,
of guy?
Nike,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. All right.
I play EYBL, so I've been wearing Nike a lot.
Really? Okay. All right. That's dope. That's dope.
Shout out to Nike.
You a Benz guy or are you a Ferrari?
Benz. I need
Benz.
Benz. Yeah.
Ben, okay.
Okay.
Well, we
Ferrari's cool, but I want a Benz.
you want
You want
a
a
Benz?
Benz? I see you pulled up in one. You mind? You know what I'm saying? I see you
sir.
pulled up in one. That's dope. That's dope. So you a Rolex or are you Timex? What you doing? What you doing?
I'm not a big watch guy.
Not a
You're
big
not.
guy? Okay.
Why not?
I don't know. I probably gotta do some more research on some watches right now.
Okay, you
Research,
definitely
okay.
got to do that.
Yeah, I just seen a lot of crazy watches though, but I feel like I'm a chain type of guy.
You are.
Yes, sir.
You
Chain
are.
grills. When I get these braces off.
There you go. There you go.
I love it. I love it.
We interviewed Joe Smith, 1995 NBA draft pick, right out of here, Norfolk, Virginia.
Yes.
One of the things that we learned about him, and one of the things that he shared with us was early on in his career, he didn't have the financial literacy in the NBA that NBA offers now. NBA offers a lot of programs now and mentorships that allow players to come in and really understand finances, so that way they could live beyond the NBA and really just go into retirement very comfortably. When you think about finances and you think about those things, I know that you like things like me. I like my shoes, I like my jewelry, things like that. But when you think about that literacy, do you have plans to make sure that you have a financial advisor, those things in your back pocket? Because where you're going, you can make money that makes money on itself. And if you do things right, your money can work for itself, and that's what it's about. So, and you talked about one of the things you said is important to you is your legacy for your family. And when you think about those things, have you thought about that legacy piece? Set aside from the things that you're going to buy and enjoy. We know you're going to enjoy yourself, but have you thought about that foundational piece and setting that structure up so that money lives on forever, generation over generation over generation?
I feel like you always gotta have some money in your back pocket because sports can end at any time.
That's right.
Sports is never guaranteed.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Forever, so you always got to do
There you go.
some other stuff to keep your money going, because I can get to the league, God forbid it get injured
Yeah.
first game,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Absolutely.
Season ending injury, I'm done.
Absolutely.
So I gotta have a backup plan. I seen a video. Stephon Diggs said his teachers always say he gotta have a backup plan. That is
Yeah.
true. I feel like you need a backup plan because sports is never guaranteed, so you need something else that you can lean on if sports ever go down.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna change gears just a little bit. In the news, Wavy 10, a couple of different sportscasts. You're highly recruited right now, brother, and
Yes,
you're
sir.
only going to get through a year.
Yes, sir.
One thing about Virginia, we are, we big up our colleges out here. Mike Vick is a new coach in Norfolk State, and
Yes,
he wants
he
you as your
is.
quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
when you come up, how Hampton University, their football team, they want you. What goes into at your age right now, as far as picking a college and deciding which college you go to? How important is that to have a good decision or to make a great decision as far as what college you go to, with you being recruited almost everywhere. Even Ohio State is recruiting you. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I went to the camp. Me and coach has a ongoing relationship right now. He said they don't give out offers like that because that's a big school right there. You got to build.
It is.
Wow.
So
It is.
that's what coach told me right there. You got to build a big relationship. And I can
Right.
come back out there next season.
Okay.
Wow.
So, is it important to you, or are you just like, I'm saying college is a couple of years away, I'm not really thinking about it, or are you really, really, really diving into what school you might want to go to?
I'm concerned about it, but that's not like I feel like that's not something I'm really worried about right now because I feel like I got some more offers coming and
Okay.
more
I love
relationships
it.
to build right now.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
How important is your brand to you when you think about, because you're stepping into a whole different arena, and are you going to be selective about the brands that you take on and the brands that you do partnership, and what do those brands need to present to you for them to be a part of your atmosphere?
I feel like they just got to show me what's gonna be a good income for me and a good income for them.
Okay.
Because I feel like we both got to benefit of what they're going to try to do for me.
Okay. Well, what about what they represent? Are you going to be strategic in terms of what they represent, in terms of what that means and how that reflects upon you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Because that's what brands do. They look at your background, but what I would say is you also need to look at their
Their
background.
background, see if anything was
Absolutely.
bad about it. Okay.
Absolutely. Because here's the thing, they hold you to a certain expectation, but as a young black male, make sure you hold them to an expectation, and then make sure that's a part of your decision making. Dope.
Yes, sir.
Dope.
So the girls.
Woo!
You into the
Knew
girls?
that was coming. Knew that was coming.
Yes, sir.
You into the girls?
Yes, sir.
What do you look for when you think about a girlfriend or a wife in the future, or what impresses you about women, and what are some of the attributes that you look for in a woman?
Light
Keep it 100. Don't
Keep it 100.
Keep it
light
100.
skin. I need a light skin girl.
You need a
Oh, light skin. Okay. Red bone.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. I need a light skin.
Okay.
Okay.
And
What else?
I need somebody that got like they got something going on for their life.
Okay.
Okay. That's the part I was looking for.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
I feel like I need somebody that just don't want to lean on me.
Uh-huh.
Because they know where I'm going in life, so they just want to come on to me. Like you said,
Right.
Yeah.
they used to do to you. I feel like they gotta have their own money in their pocket too.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You got a girlfriend right now?
Nah.
You don't. Okay. Okay.
They looking. They looking.
Definitely.
So when you think about the intellectual piece of a female, is that part of a lot of your decision making? Their intellectual, what are they doing for themselves, educational wise? What the conversation look like? Is that more important to you than the looks, or they kind of go hand in hand?
And keep it 100.
they go
Keep it
hand in-
100.
They go hand in hand.
They go hand in
Your
hand.
the traction comes first, and then what's up here, right?
Yes, sir.
No,
Yeah.
no doubt. But you're not letting that get in the way of what your goals are. Because I know a lot of times guys get caught up, and they get caught up in these crazy situations before they even get a big deal.
Yes, sir.
How do you discern that and make sure you're weaving that situation properly?
Work now, have fun later.
Okay, there you go.
That's it.
There you go. I love it.
When I look at LeBron James, I look at even Kobe Bryant. When I look at Michael Vick, Allen Iverson, all of them are married, and they've been married for a very, very long time to their high school sweethearts. Why do you think that is, KP?
I don't know. I feel like, well, back in the day, you can get drafted in high school, so I feel like they probably made a decision a little early.
Nah, I can tell you why. A lot of times, their high school sweetheart was there before the money, before the fame, before the attributes, before all of that. They was there with them through thick and thin when they didn't have nothing. They was
Zero.
there when they was eating the peanut butter sandwiches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The girls that come up now, once they establish fame and all that stuff, they just there for the money. They're just there for the pocket. So it goes back to the attributes of just, sticking in, and those relationships last longer. So my advice to you is to always stick with the girl who was there from the beginning, as opposed to sticking to going to the girl that's later on.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. So we headed to the end. I'm gonna
Yeah.
let Stefano take it over. We got a special segment.
So before we end, we always do play a little game. All right. So we're gonna do the greatest of all time. You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh man, strap your
Man, that's
seatbelt.
yours,
Yeah,
man.
that's yours.
That's yours.
That's yours, brother.
We're gonna do 5 of them, okay? Greatest of all time.
Oh, greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time. We talk about overall impact.
Just strap.
Sport,
It's imaginary
you know what I'm
seatbelt right
saying?
there. You might want to strap that on, brother.
And I'm sure you're a historian when it comes to sports, right?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I don't know a
Okay.
lot of too much old people.
Okay. All right.
We'll keep it fresh.
We'll try to keep it as fresh as possible. And we're just talking about overall impact, dual sports. Okay, dual sports people. Dual sports people. Okay,
I don't
greatest
know a
of
lot
all
dual
time.
sports athletes.
Dual sports athletes. We're gonna do greatest of all time. You ready for it? All right. Bo Jackson, Ronald Curry, Allen Iverson,
Okay.
Deion Sanders.
Woo!
Greatest of all time.
Greatest
And
of all
why?
time or dual sports.
Greatest of all time as far as
Full package, everything.
Full package, what they did for the culture, what they did for sports, everything, and how good they were and you know, because it's I played baseball, football, and basketball, and it was tough doing all three. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was a lot of times, a lot of players can't advance into one sport because they do all three. So, for all those names that I just gave you, who did the best at it? I know the answer, but I want to hear your opinion.
Ronald Curry.
Oh,
Ronald Curry.
I love it. And that's crazy that you
Man.
even know who
Hey,
Ronald
you know
Curry
what?
is, man.
We got to do a greatest of all time because I think he gonna win. Out of all,
He would definitely win because everybody
he's got more
said,
yeses than
everybody
anybody.
says Ronald
Yes.
Curry.
I
Everybody
love it.
says
I
Ronald
love it.
Curry. I love it. Greatest of all time. All right.
It was either Ronald Curry or Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders, okay.
Yeah. Deion Sanders was
I ain't mad about
in
that either,
baseball
okay.
and football.
No doubt.
It was. All right. Greatest of all time. And this is just overall impact, what they've done, you know what I'm saying, for the culture, everything, all right? Lil Wayne. Drake.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Jeezy. Kanye West. Greatest all time.
Ooh.
Kanye.
Kanye? I knew he was gonna say Kanye.
Why? Why Yeezy? Why Yeezy? I'm surprised at that answer, but go ahead.
I'm not.
If I'm not mistaken, I feel like Kanye got more plaques than all of them.
Okay.
Think. I don't know. I'm
Not true. Not true. Not true. Not true.
Okay. Oh,
But-
it was either him. I don't know. I don't listen to them for real.
Who you listen to?
I give you my number one.
Give me
that?
your number one.
Young boy.
Young boy.
NBA young boy. Okay.
Okay.
Why NBA young boy?
Greatest of all time.
Why?
Tell me specifically why him.
You just like the music.
Nah, I feel like he did it the best. Most plaques. He definitely has a lot of plaques. A lot of number one records, albums.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of number one choice for a lot of kids out here right now.
Okay.
What's crazy about him is he doesn't have to do a whole lot of videos. He doesn't have to do a whole lot of shows, whole lot of press. I think he has a
big impact.
He has a big impact, but he has a big following.
Yeah.
Organic following. So yeah, that's interesting that you say that. That's interesting.
All right. Greatest all time. You ready for this one? All right. Greatest all time. And this is just talking about overall impact, overall what they gonna do, what they gonna say, and overall, you know, who you gonna go to. Okay. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I telling you to do this, but I just want to know who's the greatest of all time. Okay. You get a girl pregnant. Okay. Who you going to? Your mom, your dad, or your brother? Greatest of all time.
Woo!
My brother.
Why your brother?
That's my dog, bro. He's definitely gonna be the first person to know that, though.
He gonna be the first. Your
He
brother,
gonna be the first person.
Your brother's gonna be the
like,
first person.
Are you talking about like right now? Or
I'm talking about right now.
Right now,
You get
who
a
you
girl
gonna go
pregnant
to?
right now, and you know a girl come to you. I'm pregnant. Who you going to? You going to your mom, your dad, or you going to your brother first?
Big bro.
You going to big bro?
Okay. Little mom shaking her head. She's like, hold on.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's
All right.
dope.
Greatest of all time. And this is just overall impact, everything, greatest of all time. And you got to be, you know, keep it 100. Okay. Video games, driving in the car, playing sports, going to the movies, greatest of all time.
Sports.
Knew that.
Sports.
Love that. Love it.
I don't go to the movies and I don't play the game like that no more either.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
But that discipline, that dedication.
Wow.
So sports. Yeah, sports.
Sports.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, and we're talking about overall impact. I already kind of know the answer, but we want to know for the people's sake. Greatest of all time. This is overall impact, everything. You know what I'm saying? Greatest of all time. And this is just fast food. Okay,
Alright.
just fast food. All right. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A.
Woo!
Chick-fil-A.
Why Chick-fil-A?
No, it's good. I ain't gonna lie. Don't get me twisted though. McDonald's is up there. You can never go wrong with McDonald's though. But
Right.
I feel like McDonald's dying down right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
No doubt.
Okay. Well,
Chick-fil-A.
Moses, go ahead with your 80 or 80,000 question real quick.
So
And I'm going to give my final thoughts.
So when you think about the podcast, the term 80,000, people say, well, what is that? 80,000 is all about, we want to know, are you living for just 80 years, just day by day, just trying to get through the hustle and bustle, the grind of each day? Or do you want to make sure that your legacy, your impact, how you love people, how people look at you, how people feel when they see you on the court or on the field? Do you want that 80,000 years to be your legacy and to be able to take generation over generation over generation? What's more important to you, 80 years or 80,000 years?
80,000 years.
There you go. There you go. Talk more
Legacy.
about that.
Coach Reamon. Going back to Coach Reamon. Coach Reamon always spoke about that legacy, and that's what he left with. Coach Reamon left with a great legacy on his name, and
Wow.
a lot of people.
Yes, he did.
Yes, sir. When you think about Coach Reamon, you think about what he did for the people, for
Yeah.
the kids, and what he did for himself.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I feel like legacy.
Yeah. I'm so glad you said that, because what you're doing, Kevin, you're inspiring kids, not only your age, but kids younger, who may not have the good influences, may not have the mentorship or the peers around that you have in the support system. They can look at you and say, you know what? I can do it too. So thank you for your grace. Thank you for being humble. And more importantly, thank you for allowing your family and your peers to support you and know your goal of taking your family to the next level.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Thank
that,
you.
brother.
Thank y'all.
My final thoughts. I was on the phone with an NBA executive, with one of their relatives, and I won't say any names, but we had a conversation about you. And as we all know that right now, you got to go to college for a year before you could enter into the NBA draft. Talked to this person for an extensive amount of time, Moses, and this person explained to me that it's a possibility that the NBA may change that rule for one reason and one reason only. And that reason is Kevin. Wow. When I talk to your mom and I hear about how loving and how proud that she is of you, when I look at your dad and I see how proud he is of you, when I hear your brother talk about you and see how proud of you are, I want to let you know that a lot of kids get mixed up in drugs.
Yes.
A lot of kids get mixed up in having sex and cussing and not being respectable to their elders. And I want to talk to the audience right now, because you are looking at not only a respectable young man, not only a athlete. You know, LeBron James talks a lot about being more than an athlete, but you're also looking at a mighty, mighty, mighty man of God who has nothing but the sky is the limit to what he's going to do and how he's going to impact this world. And y'all make some noise. Give it up for the one and only KP in the building. Woo! Before we go, we want to give a shout out to Malcolm Jamal Warner, who passed away this week. As we all know, he grew up on the Cosby Show, and for me, it hit me a little bit more harder because I remember growing up, and the only television show that my entire family sat around to watch.
Absolutely.
It wasn't just me and my brothers. It wasn't just me and my mom. You know, there were shows where me and my dad, we might watch Bonanza or something like that. The only television show that we all sat down and watched together every single week was the Cosby Show, and we
Facts.
watched Theo Huxtable, and he was like a family member
Facts.
to all of us, not just black, not just white, but everyone. Rest in peace
Rest in peace.
to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Our prayers go out not only to his daughter and his wife, but to the entire Hollywood family and to the world. Rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Rest in peace.
All right.
And there
You've been
you have
watching 80 or 80,000. Y'all have a great
80,000.
night. We appreciate y'all.
Good night.
Good night.
Peace.